Have you ever felt your mind drift away, one scroll at a time? That brilliant brain of yours, capable of so much, solving complex problems, creating masterpieces, achieving greatness. Yet it's now slowly turning to mush. You are not alone. Millions of people worldwide are falling into the same trap. Your smartphone buzzes, another notification, another dopamine hit. Before you know it, 2 hours have vanished into digital nothingness. You've been endlessly scrolling through your feed, your eyes now glazing over as you swipe again. And deep down, you know it, you can feel it. Something is seriously wrong. Your dreams, your goals, your potential are all put on hold, while you scroll through endless feeds of other people's carefully curated happiness. As you're glued to that screen, a little inner voice tells you that your brain is, well, rotting. If you're nodding along, trust me, you're not alone. Watching these next few minutes is the difference between you, the leader, or you, the follower. Cognitive decline is for old people, right? Not quite so. Let's call a spade a spade. This is young people's brain rot. And no, it's not from a horror movie. It happens every time you drift away from reality into that digitally distracted black hole. We have all been there. But today is different. It's time to regain control and halt the decay. Today, things are going to be different, right? Right? Keep in mind what Theophrastus once said, "Time is the most valuable thing a man can spend." Here's the truth that changed everything for me, and it's about to alter everything for you too. What we call brain rot isn't just some trendy term. It's a real phenomenon that's short-circuiting your neural pathways. Scientists discovered that excessive social media use literally changes your brain structure, lowering activity in the areas responsible for focus, decision-making, and emotional regulation. Brain decay is a state where your thinking becomes less critical, less informed, and overly simplistic. Is that how you want to define yourself? Heck, no way. Think about it. When was the last time you read a book without checking your phone? When did you last have a conversation without glancing at a notification? When did you go to the gym and actually work out your muscles and not your scrolling finger? Your attention span is not merely shrinking, it's being methodically and physiologically destroyed. Imagine this. It's a Tuesday afternoon. You sit down to work on one of your major goals, determined to make meaningful progress. Your computer and notepad are out. You are ready to go. And then your phone buzzes. It's Brandon sending a funny video. It's only a quick laugh, right? One TikTok video turns into another, which turns into another, and another. Before you know it, an hour has slipped by. You will never get that time back, ever. Your focus is shattered. Your energy sapped. You feel empty and demotivated. You think, how did I let this happen? You promise yourself, tomorrow I'll get after it again. Let's be honest. This is not a trivial distraction. It is harming your potential. And you don't want to jeopardize your potential. Otherwise, what's the point in living then, right? Simply being an empty vessel going through the motions of life. Is that why you were put on this planet? With each minute you sink into these distracting habits, you are conditioning your brain to need constant digital dopamine, much like a drug. Every second scrolling moves you further away from your goals, your dreams, your desires, and the person you want to become. Albert Einstein once said, "The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulate the creative mind." Yet today, most of us are chasing constant stimulation and digital noise. We've strayed from the solitude that breeds clarity and depth. You do not want to be 70 years old and defined as 1. A lightweight, critical thinker, because you lack the ability to analyze information critically, accept knowledge without questioning it, or engage in logical reasoning. 2. An ignorant fool, because you lack interest in learning new things, exploring different viewpoints, or engaging in complex ideas. 3. A one-dimensional bigot. Because of your digital echo chamber, you have the tendency to only consume information that confirms your existing beliefs and ignoring or dismissing contrarian thinking. But the best news is that you have it within you to turn this ship around. You simply have to make a pledge to future you. Benjamin Franklin wisely stated, "Your net worth to the world is usually determined by what remains after your bad habits are subtracted from your good ones." The sad reality is that while social media promises connection, it's actually making you more isolated. According to studies, heavy social media users are 27% more likely to have depressive symptoms. Why be depressed when it's the greatest time ever to be alive? You're surrendering real human connection for digital validation, authentic experiences for filtered facades, all with people you don't even know. A truth bomb you don't want to hear. Every time you let brain rot creep in, you're letting go of a piece of yourself. The person who has goals, ambition, desires, is getting buried beneath hours of mindless swiping. Your brain is powerful yet vulnerable. How you choose to spend your time either strengthens it or lets it waste away. Will you let brain rot control you, or will you reclaim your mind, your focus, your energy, your future? This is not easy. You have most likely become accustomed to this never-ending loop of digital gratification, and escaping it requires developing new habits and entering the anti-comfort zone. The digital world is designed to keep you hooked, but with extreme self-awareness, you can change the game. Now, what if, instead of letting brain rot take over, you harness that same energy to supercharge your brain power? Instead of letting technology dictate your life, you're going to control it. You could be thinking, but how do I even start? Here's your unstoppable battle plan to build your cognitive reserve. 1. Brain Enhancement Booster. Buy 3 physical books, buy a notepad, buy a pen. Hopefully you still remember how to write. Now you get to replace mindless scrolling with a mind-expanding activity. Turn off your phone for an hour. Throw it in a box and lock it away. Treat your books like textbooks. Take detailed notes. Congrats, step 1. And you've switched your brain from short-circuiting to a powerful rewire. You've eliminated digital noise, which drains and sucks the life out of you. You are now inspiring and uplifting yourself. And instead of comparing your life to someone else's highlight reel, you are becoming the person they are inspired by. 2. The anti-digital pledge. Ask your granddad if you can borrow his analog alarm clock. You know, those ancient alarm clocks with no snooze button. Place it on the opposite side of the room so you have to get out of bed to turn it off. Create clear boundaries for yourself. If you want to change the world, you must be disciplined. Wake up and wash your face. Start small with 15 minutes of writing in a journal. You are not writing the next encyclopedia series. You're simply allowing your thoughts to assimilate with the energy that a new day brings. A sacred morning without screens is the difference between you, the leader, or you, the follower. 3. Become a social butterfly. Deep down, you're still wired like a caveman. Despite being sophisticated humans, we nevertheless still have Neanderthal-like requirements. Make a commitment to yourself to transform one of your virtual connections into a real-life relationship. By engaging in activities that demand your full in-person attention, you enhance your energetic aura. When you become a high-frequency human, other people gravitate towards your acclaimed higher powers. By fully engaging in real-world experiences, you'll rebuild your focus and attention span. People will begin to notice you, want to feed off your positive energy, and become enamored with how you show up in the world each day. Imagine waking up feeling energized. Your phone no longer has any influence over you. Those dreams you put on hold, they are finally within reach. By deciding to combat brain rot, you chose growth over stagnation. Over time, your brain will feel sharper and your motivation will return in abundance. This isn't just about avoiding brain rot. It's about evolving into a stronger, highly accomplished, more connected version of yourself. Your brain isn't decaying anymore. It's alive, energetic. Your brain energy is now fully restored and equipped to alter the world for the better. So, here's the challenge. Start today. Put down your phone for an hour, step outside, and experience the world around you. Reconnect with your goals, your dreams, and your real-life relationships. Because every moment you take back from brain rot is an investment into a life of personal growth and true fulfillment. Remember, your mind is your most powerful asset. Guard it. Train it. Let it flourish. Your quest to mental mastery begins now. How will you take the first step?